Welcome. I'm Andrew. I'm the owner of AJG Transport and the president of GH Logistics. I'm giving you a quick update and kind of what I was thinking about and pondering regarding the election and what's going to happen moving forward for us in logistics and trucking and domestic transportation throughout the United States. Something that I've seen, and I'm just giving my point of view in regards to what is happening now and what I've seen happen in the spot market, also in dedicated opportunities that I've seen and experienced, as well as what I think is going to happen here for the future in regards to Trump's national economy. And so at this point, there's three key points that I want to highlight moving forward into what I think is going to affect the trucking industry. And these are things that you should comment on and give me your opinion in regards to whether or not I'm wrong. I will say, number one, when it comes to Trump's regulations and his focus on deregulations, trucking, small owner operators, guys who are able to capitalize on actual local contracts, you guys should see an uptick in regards to opportunity. My thought process is that there is a lot of foreign opportunists that have come into the United States and have started trucking companies, and they are succeeding because they're able to cut corners wherever they possibly can, and you're able to utilize VPNs in order to have Dallas phone numbers. You're able to utilize different strategies to basically create a synthetic validation of your company, and it's been leveraged for a long time, and the FMCSA is still having some trouble understanding what they can do to verify companies better. And I think that companies like Go Highway, companies like Blue Wire are the cutting edge when it comes to avoiding any type of crazy double brokering scenarios, finding the guys that can actually work well and actually care about their MC. That's the difference that you're gonna see in Trump's economy, where the guys who have been doing it right are going to finally see more and more opportunity moving forward. And the support that was not there in these past few years, there may be some additional support in the regulation, creating barriers to entry in trucking that will then allow us to see further into the platform of shippers' mindsets and have more direct confirmations of business. As I continue this, I want to preface and say that nothing is going to replace hard work, dedication, calling 100 shippers, calling 1,000 shippers, contacting more and more people, developing networks. That's first. And I'll tell you this, if you are consistently having conversations like I have from these videos, I've developed relationships with other carriers. These carriers, I've given them additional business with companies like in the refrigerated space specifically and in the retail space throughout the United States, because I have trucks, but I don't have trucks everywhere. So you look at people in niches and you see how, myself included, you see how you can pair them into the engine that is your business. Going into number two. Number two is the infrastructure. I think there's going to be a major infrastructure investment that will allow us to really focus on our highways, focus on truck parking. I think there's going to be an uptick in availability there in free truck parking. I will say paid truck parking scenario is going to be popular. However, I think the government is going to have extreme infrastructure increases throughout these next 4 years. I'm seeing it locally in Texas. I could imagine that it's going to get better in different states and scenarios. You guys can let me know if that's going to be something that you're looking forward to. I will say the less low bridges I have, the better. But in trucking, you're going to get what you're going to get. Lastly, number three, in regards to economic policies, from what I'm seeing, I think the economic policies of increasing tariffs with China and other foreign trades is going to be just like every other person who's trying to make a buck. They're going to figure out the easiest way to do so. I think that more and more companies are going to be shipping from straight to the United States. Instead, those cargo ships are going to go 200 miles south and then go down to Mexico. You're going to unload in Mexico, and then you're going to have a heck of a lot of Mexico freight coming over the border. So I do think that the border freight is going to have an uptick for sure going into this Trump economy, and we're going to see what that merits and whether or not that's something that's going to actually provide revenue like Trump is stating. So from a logistical and trucking standpoint, I think having a contact and understanding how the border logistics works could be a viable operation for you. I think that I'm seeing McAllen, for example, increase from I think about 3 lanes to about 5 lanes in regards to their bridge of foreign border crossings for freight and cars. And then I'm seeing Laredo continue to expand as well. And I'd have no doubt that Eagle Pass and Del Rio are not far behind, and El Paso. And so moving forward from there, I think that we're going to see an increase in availability of opportunity. I think that more and more government efficiency. That we'll see what the Department of Government Efficiency is or even does. But I think that everyone's being put on notice. And with more and more technology allowing us to see the true inefficiencies and the true gaps that people are trying to utilize in order to make millions of dollars being exposed, I think that trucking and the true honest people and business owners are going to benefit from that, because now you're able to understand if you're paying your rights to Uncle Sam, you're doing everything correctly. You're finally going to see a gap at the end of the tunnel. But I will say it takes a lot of climbing. And so that's my thought process on what's going to happen with Trump's economy going forward. I think that it's going to be good for us. I think it's going to be good for the U.S. in different ways. I think it's going to be bad as well. If you guys agree with me, if you guys disagree, comment, like, and let's have a conversation. Best of luck.